Why am I in such a hurry? Well, if you're like me, I walk fast, I drive fast, I talk fast. I love to just be on full speed because that's just who I am. I've always been this way. I love momentum. I love being productive. I love checking things off my list and seeing how many things I can get done in one day. And if I can stack my appointments back to back and still have like a small breather room of 5 minutes in between, I feel like I'm winning for the day. My husband sometimes will get in the car with me and ask me, is there someone that we are, racing against that you didn't tell me? And honestly, my answer is yes and no. Yes, I'm racing to, racing myself. I'm racing to get to where I'm going. I'm racing the clock. I'm racing to the finish line. And for a long, long, long time, I thought this was a good thing. And I thrived off of it. But one day it hit me that I think that because I was on this pace, that I was actually causing myself to burn out. Rushing, pushing, moving is not always loving, and maybe that's what has, eventually made me exhausted or made me sick or made me burn out. And even though it's a pride thing and I pride myself to get everything done and to be the most productive person in one day as possible and move fast, it's not always the best for me. And a couple years, a friend came into my life, and she is the complete opposite of me. She is calm, she's grounded. She says, we'll get there when I get there, and I know I'm gonna get to whatever that goal is or whatever it is that she wants to get to. And if it takes 6 months, if it takes a year, she knows that she'll get there, and she does not have to rush to get there. It's like a foreign language. When we first met, I did not understand her. But the more I leaned into her mindset of not rushing and knowing that I'm going to get to my finish line, I'm going to get to the end goal, I realized I didn't need to rush as much, and that my days can be a little more spread out. They don't have to be consistently running. I don't have to consistently be rushing from one thing to the next. And if I'm being honest, rushing isn't very loving. It's not loving to the people you're around. It's not loving to yourself. And you're going to miss amazing connections if you don't slow down long enough. And again, I've leaned into this over the last few years when I've been recovering and helping myself get through burnout. And if you don't slow down and just take the time, you're just gonna keep burning out. And so I would encourage you to make sure that you slow down, try to slow your pace. If you're a driven person like me, you also need to give yourself grace. There needs to be that balance of just slowing down and getting stuff done. I still love to move very fast, and I've learned that there's seasons of that and a pace. So your burnout warning, when everything feels urgent and slowing down maybe makes you feel anxious instead of relieved, then maybe you should lean into it a little more. And your tip for the week is don't necessarily change your pace. Change your awareness. Pick a day to be intentional about slowing down and being present, and just slowly weave that into your lifestyle. Closing thought, John Wooden said, be quick, but don't hurry. So be intentional on where you're going and try not to rush through life, and enjoy it along the way.